Well, here we are. We've made it to Friday again. Everyone's living for the weekend, and I got a little bitch to make to everybody, so I'm here to rant, and I'm here to, just, why are we living for the weekend? What's the deal? Why are we living to get to the weekend? Why aren't we enjoying our job to the point to where we don't have to have an escape from it on the weekend? We can escape from it whenever we want to. We can do whatever we want, go wherever we want, do whatever, the whole thing. We're running to the weekend, and it's the same thing with vacations. We're racing to get to these vacations so we can just get away from our jobs. Do we hate them that much? Well, I hated my job. Just over broke, wasn't getting it. So I don't know, maybe you're employed or not. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, which I hope you are. But whatever the case might be, just over broke doesn't get us anywhere. So if you have a vision, what are you doing to facilitate that vision? If you have a job, are you making as much money as you want? No one's ever making as much money as they want in their job, because there's only two types of exchange in your job, and that's either criminal exchange or abundance exchange. So either you're making a lot of money, your employer's paying you a lot of money, and you're not giving them any value for his money, you're doing just enough to scrape by, or vice versa. He's not paying you anything and you're overproducing, you're giving him all this value, you're more worried about their money than they are. So there's nothing that's fair for there. And the only way that you can be fair to yourself is to basically work for yourself, be an entrepreneur, employ yourself, employ other people and treat them right. And in order to get there, or even in your job, if you want to get further in your job, if you want to become better at your job, what is it that you're doing to become better? What is it you're doing to prepare yourself to receive what you want? Are you watching podcasts? Are you reading books? Are you self-educating? YouTube. There's a billion things on YouTube. It's the second most search engine out there. Over Bing, over Yahoo, all that. YouTube. So what is it that you're doing to prepare yourself to get what you want? I want more money. I'm not making enough money. You got the guy at McDonald's. Oh, I need $15 an hour. What are you doing to prepare yourself to get that money? What are you doing to prepare yourself to quit your job and start employing people? It's not a very difficult thing to do. There's a saying out there, you can read 7 books on any one subject and become an authority on that subject. Who knows? Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if you haven't done it, you'll never find out. It's plain and simple. You'll never find out. Read some books. Educate yourself. Get over the herd. You got all these zombies walking around out here that don't know half of what's going on in the world because they're all stuck in their phone walking around like this. Read a few books. Educate yourself. Prepare yourself for what you want. You want to be a millionaire? How are you going to get there? What field of work are you in? What is your occupation that's going to carry you to being a millionaire? Are you a hairstylist? Well, you might want to do some research and figure out how many hairstylists make it to be a millionaire. There's not many. There are a couple. There's a couple in every industry that become millionaires. Hey, Marlene. There's a couple people in every industry that make it to be millionaires, but you know what? They do what it takes to get there. They study their industry, they study their competition, they study everything going on around them. They take advice and get mentors from people that have made it and that have been successful. You have to take advice from people that are credible enough to give you that advice. You can't go out and get marriage advice on the guy that's had 5 divorces. It's not going to work. You can't get relationship advice on the girl that runs around and cheats on every boyfriend she's ever had. You can't get advice on being rich from someone that's broke. They don't have anything in their pocket. You can't get, career advice on someone that's not doing anything. They're working for someone else. You're not having a successful career. You have to go to a credible source to get your advice. If you want to buy a house, you can't go to some guy over here that's never bought a house. He can't give you the right advice. You have to go to someone that's bought a house before you can get that advice. So keep that in mind. Anything you want to learn, go to credible people. Learn from credible people. Watch their videos, read their books, watch their podcasts. Give them a call. They'll be more than happy to talk to you. I just about guarantee that. Get a mentor in whatever field that it is that you're trying to get to. I hear everybody out there that they're not making enough money or I can't find a job. Well, everybody is looking for what's coming easy. They want instant gratification. They want to get paid today. Okay? Well, that's all fine. That's comfort. You get paid today. But that's not creating wealth. That's not advancing yourself. That's not living a vision that you have in your mind. I don't know what your vision is. I know what my vision is, and I'm living it. I'm starting to access the things that it takes to fulfill this vision that I have. And it's not a little vision. It's a grand scheme, a grand vision. It's huge. It's multifaceted. It takes a little bit longer. Some people's visions aren't as big. Whatever it is that makes you happy and whatever vision that it takes to get to your happiness, that's what you need to live out. But in order to do that, you need to study. You need to understand everything that there is about the field that it takes to get there. Anyone can become a millionaire. There's 3 simple things. Think of it as a triangle. 3 simple things it takes to become a millionaire. 1, you need to choose the field that you want to do it in. 2, how long does you want to take to be a millionaire? Do you want to do it tomorrow, next week, a year down the road, 5, 10, 20 years, whatever it takes, the time period. Okay? And how much money it is that you actually want to make. Do you want to make $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, $100 million, or just $10? So you need to look at those 3 things, and if they all go together and you can see by a study, check it out. Does it take, how many people actually become millionaires as a barber? How many people actually become millionaires as an auto mechanic? How many people actually become wealthy? Or how much ever money it is that you want to make, how many people in the field that you're choosing to do it in make that amount of money? Look at it. Be realistic. All these kids go to college. And I say kids, I mean that in the most wide-reaching sense, because there are 50-year-old people going to college. They're career college students. They'll never get it figured out because this is what they've got figured out is going to school. They never implement anything. They never put any of this stuff that they've learned into action. Okay? If you don't put anything into action, you'll never get there. So study what it takes in your field to get there. Now, I chose a field that has created the most millionaires in the world in real estate. More millionaires are created through real estate and real estate investment than any other field out there. Okay? I've offered people to come work for me and mentor underneath me to do menial tasks, and I will teach them real estate investment. But being as I'm not giving them a paycheck every day, it's not worth their time. It's not worth their effort. They don't want to get out of bed. That's too much. It's too involved. They're not thinking about their future. I've found one person that has stuck it out, and he's stuck it out a long time, and he's starting to reap the rewards and benefits of that. Okay? He's taken advantage of my strategic alliances and the education that I've afforded him through the mentorship. And he's starting to really take advantage of this and succeed, okay? Right now, I'm looking for someone to do social media for me, and they need to be proficient in social media. They need to know how to do Facebook. They need to know how to do Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus for some reason, and YouTube. Just those 5. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple. And I need them to be able to edit a little bit of video. And they're going to take advantage of all my strategic alliances, and I will mentor them and teach them everything I know about real estate investment, which, I've become quite successful at it in the last 2 or 3 years. It's become very successful. Another thing I'm offering, if you'd like to learn more about real estate, show up over here in Gulf Breeze on June 3rd and 4th. Go to my Eventbrite or go to my Facebook page, facebook.com CM Buys Houses, sign up on the event, go to the Eventbrite, get on that. You and a friend can come to this event and we're going to teach you how to wholesale real estate. It's the entry level getting into real estate. Okay? For $150, you and a friend or your spouse or your sibling or partner or some guy you picked up off the street, who knows, whatever it is that you want to bring there. And we're going to teach you. We're going to provide everything you need to know from the entity setup all the way to the picking up your check at the title company. And it's not that difficult. We're going to give you all the contracts. We're going to have everybody out there that you need to talk to in the industry to be successful at wholesale and real estate. And it's so easy. It's so easy. Make $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 a month. It's not that difficult. Maybe more. All it takes is one deal in real estate and you can be set. One deal you can make a couple $100,000. It's not that hard. You're not going to do that every day now, but you can do it. So, once again, let me ask you, what is it that you're doing to prepare yourself for to receive what you want? What are you doing? Do you have a book? What are you reading right now? Can anyone tell me what they're reading right now, today? What's on your reading list today, right now? Mine is The Science of Getting Rich. Why would anyone want to read that? Why would you want to know the science of getting rich? Well, I got Sam Walton's book, Made in America, right over there. 4-Hour Work Week. You name it. There are books out there. Whatever it is that you want to learn, you need to read it. Read 7, 8 books on your industry. Okay? On your industry, whatever it is that you want to do to become rich. And everyone thinks, oh, you should suffer through life, and that's the way to do it. That's absolutely wrong. If you want to help people and you want to be proficient and upstanding community citizen in your neighborhood, in your area, if you want to help people, you need to have some money to be able to help these people out. Okay? You need to have some credibility. You need to get some cash put together in order to help some people out. You're not going to be able to do it without it. If you can't help yourself, you can't help anyone else. It's real simple. So if you're not reading, if you don't have a podcast, if you're not watching YouTube videos, if you're not going to seminars, if you're not getting some kind of self-education, some kind of self-help, you're not going to get to where you want to be. You are not preparing yourself to receive what it is that you want. How many people that have hit the lottery, made all this money, and were broke in a year or two? You know why? They weren't ready for it. They weren't prepared mentally to do anything with that money. They just weren't. So that money disappeared. They didn't know what to do with it. These sports stars are no different. These football players go out there, they play for a couple of years, they make $4, $5, $10 million. They're not prepared. They haven't set up any investments. They haven't set up an alternative strategy for what it takes for once they get out of the game. They haven't prepared themselves for what they want. Okay? And they're broke. Mike Tyson, there's a good one. Look at him. How much money did he have? Struggling to get by. He's pulling himself out of it now. As much as you like him or hate him, Donald Trump, yeah, he was given some money to start, but nowhere near what he's turned it into. He's lost as much as he's worth now. He was in debt that much, but he had prepared himself to make money. He learned from that loss. He learned from that failure, and he made it back. Okay? Who knows how he did it? It's not for me to say. But what I'm saying is he's prepared himself to learn how to make money. So if you want to make money, you've got to prepare yourself to make money. Take advantage of the opportunities that come along. Look at the different industries that are out there and see which ones that the people actually become wealthy in. Okay? No one makes a lot of money doing specific menial tasks out there except for the very high percentages, the top 3, 4, 5% of those industries. You need to look at an industry that the top 15% or 20% make big money. There's a saying, don't know who said it, don't care, but it's true. There's a saying, if you aim for the stars, you might only hit the moon. But the moon's way on out there as far as I'm concerned. So I'm not even aiming for the stars. I'm shooting for a whole nother galaxy. And I've prepared myself, and I prepare myself every day. I absorb more and more every day to get, because I don't want to get to that moon, okay? I want to surpass the moon and wave as I'm going by it. I want to get out there and reach those stars. I might not reach that final galaxy. Might not, get everything I want out of life. But I'm going to get as much as I can possibly use. So I hope this helped you out. I hope my rant piqued a little interest and kind of ticked you off and has you going and telling your boss, I quit. Maybe not tomorrow, but very soon. Get your act together. Figure it out. There's so much out here in this world that if you're prepared, you can go out there and make a lot of money. You can live the life and the dream that you set aside for yourself if you are prepared. Now, if you'd like to come and do social media for me, I can help you on that path. It's not going to cost you a thing, and you'll learn quite a bit. If you'd like to come learn real estate investment, go to my Facebook page, facebook.com, CM Buys Houses. Give me a call, 850-684-4414. I'll be happy to tell you how to get a hold to it. I'll send you a link. But come over there and learn how to do some real estate. More millionaires are made in real estate every single year than any other industry out there. It's a proven fact. It's recorded. Look it up. It's not that difficult. So if you'd like to learn what I know, I'd be more than happy to teach you. There's plenty of other places around that'll teach you. Not for the cost that I can, and not that are doing it right here in your backyard. Okay? I'll see you later. Y'all have a good day.